So again, here we're oriented properly. This is, I didn't realize that there was a name for it, but it is Raccoon Brook, which comes from over on the other side of the expressway, goes under the expressway, kind of meanders through here between some parking lots, goes under Glover Avenue, along this property here, eventually goes out and goes under the train tracks out to the Norwalk River. So this area is all regulated by the Conservation Commission. We've removed a fair amount of paving, as well as the U.S. Surgical Building was much closer to the brook than what we are proposing. But it allows us then to create an area for outdoor recreation. You can see picnic tables, a barbecue grill, things like that. Same thing is true up at this end. There will be a dog run and some other outdoor recreation.
How much space is on either side?
On either side?
Yeah, I mean the space. Is that like a quarter acre, a half an acre, or?
Well, I can tell you that from, I believe, from here to the watercourse is about 75 feet.
Okay.
Do you have a calculation on the outdoor recreation space?
I can dig it up for you.
Yeah. We'll get that to you. As Dory mentioned, originally this started out as 4 lots. There are 4 legally recognized lots by the city, 150 Glover, 166, 170, and 174. What we will be doing is reconfiguring those, and we've submitted to your staff a plan that shows what the resulting 3 lots will look like. The intent here is that we will end up, and you can see the dashed lines, which is where those new lot lines will be. The intent here is that we will end up with 3 separate standalone lots, each of which is conforming, each of which will have 1 building on it, and those buildings will also be conforming on their lots. So they all will stand separately and apart and be able to stand alone as individual properties. In addition to what we're doing on-site, we are also proposing to create a boulevard which will be Glover Avenue. And what that means is that we will include not only sidewalks, but also internal islands or within the street. It will include bike lanes.
Yes.
Thought I'd get a reaction out of that one. And it also will include raised tables at these 2 intersections as a method of traffic calming, so that it kind of like, if you remember what is down near the Maritime Aquarium, there's some raised tables which have brick on them that keep people from flying through. Same thing will occur here. It really is intended here, again, because this is kind of a unique area and community, to create a sense of entrance into it. It will, among other things, and I'll also point out that the bike path that we're proposing, this is also designated as part of the Norwalk River Valley Trail location. So the concept that putting in the bike path along here with sidewalks is actually, we think, highly consistent with creating yet another segment of that trail that will then eventually connect with all the other ones, and we'll be able to move on.
Excuse me. With regard to the number of housing you have in that area, what type of security system or what type of security is planned when you have a development like this?
Typically what you have is you have limited access to the buildings. There's usually a security system that goes with it. It would also include potentially security that would rove through the area. We already have that currently, because with these properties as well as our properties that are south on Glover, we have a roving security officer that goes through the office buildings and up here as well. So I would assume that that would continue.
Now, when you said you would assume, is that planned? Because I'm just thinking, when you started out, you mentioned